Hello and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. In last episode, we went to trial for the first time for the Rite of Turnabout, and we failed miserably, actually. We got a guilty verdict for both myself and Maya, only to have one of the guards come in at the last second and say, but wait, someone else was murdered. And who do we suspect? Maya Fey! Hey, oh, my brain. Unless it happened recently, like within the past day, how could you possibly think it was her? She was in the detention center. I don't know. This case has been kind of all over the place so far. That's a little disappointing, honestly, because the first two cases were so strong, and also this is Maya's big return. I was hoping for something a little more good. I don't know how to describe it, because it's not bad, but it's not really good, and I don't even know if I would call it mediocre, because it's constantly fluctuating. Like, we have the introduction to Maya, awesome. The entire first investigation section, not so awesome. The divination seance, still not so awesome. The rest of the trial, awesome. A guilty verdict, ooh, interesting, kind of middle of the road, like, let's see where this goes. Immediately plummets downward, she's accused of murder again. Also, how are we even allowed to roam free if we got a guilty verdict? Let's just play. I have so many questions. I don't know how to describe, like I said, I don't know how to put into words what this case is. Okay, what do I do now? I can't believe Maya and I were actually found guilty. Yes, thank you. This did happen yesterday. It was kind of the biggest moment in the whole trial. I didn't already forget it, I promise you.
Mr. Wright.
Albie. I feel like Albie's voice has been constantly changing. Cause I can never find quite the right voice for him.
I saw the whole trial. What's going to happen to Miss Maya now?
I'm worried about that too. But right now, yes, I remember. This was literally yesterday. This was literally yesterday. Right now I need to focus on the next trial.
The murder of Accolade Zealot, right?
At least the jury is still out on this one, so to speak. Two murders are most likely connected, so if I can get to the bottom of Accolade Zealot's murder, it might give me the ammunition I need to overturn Maya's guilty verdict. And yours, by association. Like, shouldn't you also be in the detention center if you were given a guilty verdict as well? I don't, how does this...
Let me help you investigate. I want to assist you any way I can.
I appreciate it, Albie, but we're talking about a murder.
Yeah, but it's gonna be hard for Ford to investigate this on his own.
You have a point there. I wish I knew what to do. Forgot about that one, too. Oh, so there's literally... Where's Maya can't help us investigate. What do? Rayfa's over there. Is she doing anything interesting? Nope, let's have her be our investigation partner, because lol, why not? It's not gonna happen again.
Oh, it is you again. The dead lawyer walking guilty of abetting a murderer and under the Defense Culpability Act, and yet still allowed to freely roam the streets in which I could leave! Like, can't I just leave? If I'm allowed to freely roam the streets, can't I just fucking leave? And just never come back? Like, how does this work? I see he has lost any of her charm. Why the long face? I thought you'd be glad I was found guilty under the DC Act. I'm in no mood to take joy in your suffering. For I was unable to defeat you and had to leave the job to others. I failed in my sacred duty as the royal priestess.
I guess that answers my question. All I did was defend my client. I can't bear to see her looking so sad like this, though. Your benevolence. Your benevolence!
Oh, barbed head. I thought you had already begun your journey to the Twilight Realm.
I'm not dead yet. I still have an investigation to do for tomorrow's trial.
What's this? Do you mean to say you've not given up yet?
That's right. I'm going to prove my innocence tomorrow.
But why? Why do you refuse to give up? I cannot fathom such obstinacy. Investigate all you want, I care not.
You really don't mind? But aren't you worried that the lawyer backed into her corner by the DC Act might do something desperate, like forge evidence?
What's this?
If left unsupervised, I'd be free to do whatever I wanted, you know. Why? Yeah, then why don't you just leave? Like, I don't understand. How are you allowed, if you were found guilty under the DC Act, then how the hell are you allowed to just roam freely? Like, how does this...
Yes, I see your point. Barbed head.
Yes, don't.
I know what happened yesterday. You perpetuated some sort of fraud or other
That's not the conclusion you go for. Rayfa, what are you doing?
Haskell's I misunderstood the voice of the High Priest Saul. Yes, of course, that is the only explanation.
God, pull your head out of your ass before I have to have it surgically removed. I was just trying to cheer her up, now she thinks even less of me.
I mustn't allow you to sully our sacred hall of justice with your misdeeds ever again. Therefore, today I'll be monitoring your every move once more. Yay! I can't wait! I will not fail to spot your misdeeds this time. The moment I see anything out of the ordinary, I'll send you straight. Why am I not already there? If I was... But your benevolence...
It's okay, Albie, you don't need to worry about me. I'll be back before you know it, but first I should probably lighten my load a bit. Albie, would you mind holding on to some evidence for me?
Of course not, I'm always glad to help.
Unnecessary evidence unloaded onto Albie.
May your Holy Mother's blessing be upon you.
Oh boy. Okay, let's get to work. Now then, the scene of the crime is the logical place to start. If I recall correctly, the body was found at the Plaza of Devotion. May 11th, Plaza of Devotion. Looks like the police already finished their investigation. A body outline and flowers? Did someone leave them here in memory of the deceased? And there's something different about the prayer flags today.
As the High Priest Isabel Acolyte Zella was utterly devoted to his training, first the High Priest, now is devoted to Isabel Maya Fey will pay for this.
And as I keep trying to tell you, Maya has nothing to do with any of this.
And you can prove this how?
What do you think I'm doing here, gathering dirt and dust for the trial?
You and your smart mouth, this is precisely why you and your loyally ilk are so reviled.
Emma? Emma! Emma's theme always cheers me up. Except on Apollo Justice, then it makes me want to die.
It's the princess. You seem displeased that I am here. Oh, no. Don't be silly. Mr. Wright, I'm, sorry about what happened to Maya.
It's not your fault, Emma. You were just doing your job. And if I had just done mine...
Mr. Wright.
But it's no use crying over spilled milk. Would you mind telling me what you know about the murder? It's do or die in court tomorrow, and I mean that literally.
Gladly, I'll help in any way I can.
Emma's awesome. Just a gentle reminder. Oh, wait. This new theme is awesome. It's not quite as good as Emma's original theme, but it's pretty damn close.
Remember, I have my eyes on the both of you, so see to it that you commit no misdeeds.
Of course not. Why can't Emma Sky be our assistant? Why do you have to have Princess Head stuck up her ass follow me around when Emma Sky could be our assistant? Okay, let's talk. Talk to anybody except Princess Rayfa. Let's see, how about starting with an overview of what happened?
Sure, the victim is
I just... prays a lot! Get it? Because he prays a lot! It's a funny joke! I want die.
His body was discovered around noon today, right after the Rite wrapped up.
So, during the High Priest murder trial.
That's right. Apparently he had been here praying since the day before the Rite even started. Talk about serious devotion.
Yeah, it barely lasted a few minutes. Which is ridiculous.
This is a picture of Mr. Zealot's body.
That dagger in his upper back looks like it would have been particularly painful. Yeah. Is that a tattoo on the back of his neck? It's peach-shaped?
Everyone started leaving when the praying was finally done, but the victim remained bent over in prayer, and when they went over to check on him...
They discovered he was dead, right? Crime photo, Zealot, added to the court record. His name is praised a lot.
Yes, the estimated time of death is May 9th, sometime between the start on the Rite and the discovery of High Priest's body. In other words, we believe the crime took place during the purification rite, and the murder weapon that was the same ceremonial dagger that killed the High Priest. The prosecution believes Maya came down the stairs after killing the High Priest, and then stabbed him still with the same dagger. Circumstantial evidence does point to Maya, but what about the cause of death? He apparently died instantly from the dagger that was left thrust into his upper back. Here's the autopsy report.
Zealot's autopsy report added to the court record.
Estimated time of death, you say, how can you know such a thing? I want to know. Well, Barbed, head out with it. Oh, so the princess of the spirit medium kingdom is interested in forensic science? I have no interest in science, forensic or otherwise.
Yeah, I can tell.
Nevertheless, I will someday be queen. As such, it would be wise to know what silly things the common folk believe in.
That is possibly the funniest thing you could have you of all people, that is the funniest thing you could have possibly said.
I'll have you know, even Prosecutor Sadmani holds forensics in high regard. Does he? Perhaps I should not underestimate the power of sense.
Ha 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 ha! Get toasted, Rayfa!
So I suppose it's nothing much compared to the divination seance.
You mean that thing that I poked holes in twice? Sheila doesn't have an adult bone in the body. No, she doesn't. And I think she's actually interested. Are you sure about that? Would you mind explaining it to I guess I have to now. Okay, there are many ways to estimate the time of death, but the most well-known method uses the change in body temperature.
Interesting.
Body temperature drops at a steady rate from the moment a person dies. That means we can tell how long someone's been dead by measuring their temperature.
I see, that was quite enlightening. Barbed, present your forehead
now. What? Why?
You feel just a little over 95 degrees. It seems you are not dead yet.
Of course I'm not.
It was but a jest. After all, you're still the dead lawyer walking.
I fail to see the humor in it. Yeah, that. Was that supposed to be a joke? Is that supposed to be an intentionally bad joke, or were the writers actually trying to be funny there? Were there any witnesses? With so many people here at the plaza, you'd think somebody would have seen something. You'd think so, wouldn't you? But we haven't found a single witness. So how's that even possible?
Because everyone was bent over, utterly devoted to prayer. Now,
You would have heard someone get stabbed! Excuse me. Alright, the back-shuddering pose that nearly killed me. What? So you think someone would have noticed something? I thought so too, but with the monk scarf he had on, no one could see the dagger in its upper back. What?! But... Plus, everyone was so absorbed in prayer they didn't see or hear anything. They're not wearing headphones. They're just kneeling there. I can't believe this.
What you choose to believe is your choice, but the fact remains there were no witnesses. However, there was one piece of irrefutable evidence: the dagger.
Sadly, yes. The killer used the Warbat dagger, the legendary weapon of Kira. It was discovered impaled on the victim's upper back.
The accused fingerprints were found in the dagger, were they not?
Yes, they were. Warbat dagger added to the court record.
With such irrefutable evidence, there is no questioning the accused's guilt.
Not so fast. What about a motive? Maya had no reason to kill Acolyte Zealot.
So you say, but let us now hear what the police think about the matter.
The police believe Maya is the Lady Kira who has been battling the rebels, and since Mr. Zealot was the disciple of the High Priest who turned out to be a rebel,
he too was likely a rebel and therefore met the same untimely demise as his teacher.
Yes, that is how the police currently view this crime. There's no way Maya is that Lady Kira vigilante. I agree on a personal level, but the police are just going with what today's trial concluded. I really blew it in court today. I'm pretty sure we did all we could. I still think we're on the wrong track, though. Okay, so... They drew attention to the flowers earlier. Do you want me to actually look at those flowers? I missed. So these flowers were left to you in memory of Acolyte Zealot. What are they called?
They are known as Namanda, and they are given to express sorrow when a life is lost.
It seems offering flowers in memory of the dead is a universal practice. Namanda flower added to the court record. And someone said something about the flags that are different on the right, correct? This player flag looks much newer than the rest. Your benevolence, what does it say here?
The dearest wishes of our subjects are written upon these player flags. Reading the prayers of others is considered rude, but if you must know... It says at the usual spot, bring grub, the key too. That's one of the more direct and practical prayers I've ever seen.
I wonder if that's even a prayer. It's probably not. It's probably a message for somebody by somebody. The message on the prayer flag seems a little weird, but I think I've seen everything there is to see around here.
You have not found or heard anything particularly worth. Are you ready to give up?
No, I'm not calling it quits yet. Does it like have any hope of winning, Mr. Wright? I can't really say at this point. All I know is I have to keep investigating.
What are you two sneaks up to? I would advise you to get back to work if you are done here, detective. Otherwise, I'll report you to prosecutor somebody for dereliction of duty.
I'm going. Well, see you later, Mr. Wright. I should really pay a visit to everyone at every place connected with this case. That's a lot of places. Okay. Where do we start? I guess we can work our way up to the top or start at the top and work our way down from the bottom. Start at the top, work our way down to the bottom, is what I was trying to say, but failed miserably at doing so.
Oh, it's you. Barbed head, you are not contemplating casting suspicion upon Lady Behleeb, are you? She lost her beloved husband, and now Acolyte Zealot, who was like a son to her.
Of course I'm not, but since she was close to both victims, I wanted to hear what she has to say.
Very well.
And then there's the fact that Lady Kira didn't attack Mrs. Inmee. That's probably means she isn't a rebel.
Is this about poor Puree? Well, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can talk about that right now.
But what about Maya? She's innocent.
Maya? I heard she was found guilty. First, my dear husband, and now Puree?
Mrs. Inmee, you don't really believe that Maya's the killer, do you?
I don't know. But that was the verdict, so what else can I believe?
What am I to do? The verdict was already reached in your husband's case, but the truth of the matter is yet to be found.
How can you be so sure?
Because I believe that Maya is innocent. That's all I have right now, my faith in her. So please, help me understand what happened.
So you're defending your base solely on faith? Even though you'll be punished for abetting the accused?
That's right.
Alright then, your faith has moved me. I'll tell you what I can.
Well, that was easy.
What lovely wife is also a direct fellow of Karaidism. As such, she is not one to make light of another's faith. But I find that you have lied about your faith in liar face, innocence.
I shall curse your entire family and all your disciples for the next 8 generations.
Hey, leave Athena and Apollo alone, buddy. Aww. That's sweet.
Except that apparently you forgot the truth exists, but alright.
How did Acolyte Zell end up living here as your husband's disciple?
About 2 years ago, when my husband was at a spiritual retreat in the mountains, he came across praise collapsed on the ground. That's when he brought him here. You were always one to help those in need, weren't you, dear?
And he's been living here ever since. About 2 years ago, that's around the same time Maya arrived in Karine.
Yes, he was born in a poor village and had nowhere to call home. My husband felt pity for the boy, so we took him in as a disciple. But not only as a disciple, he was like a member of our family, too.
I see. If this is where Acolyte Zealot lived, there might be something I could learn about him lying around here. So, like a picture then? I mean, there's a group photo over there on the right, so maybe that would be... maybe that would be it? A photo of the High Priest's wife, Acolyte Zealot, and Maya. Since Maya's in it, it must have been taken the day before the rite. I should ask Mrs. Inme about it. So we have Maya Fey, trust in me, believe in me, who's wearing a steel samurai wrist watch thing. Oh, okay, that's why would you have, why? Oh, did Maya give it to her? What the hell is Maya? Oh, is that the thing, the other, I already forgot the name of the Steel Samurai ripoff show. I already forgot the name of it. I must have taken... Yeah, alright. Family photo add to the court record.
To think that this would be their final family photo. That no-good Maya Fey has some nerve.
Oh, you shut up. You're insufferable.
I mean, here she is posing with the 2 men whom she would soon kill.
I beg to differ. This photo is proof that she didn't kill them.
That smile of hers does not fool me. I sense a deep and abiding malice behind it.
I'll prove Maya's smile's the real deal. The Feast of Blessings.
Yes, it is forbidden to eat during the days of the rites, so that the day before it's performed. We enjoy dishes full of ginjil, an herb known straight to the body and mind. You loved the ginjil-based dishes, didn't you, dear?
Ginjil, I heard you can go 3 days without sleeping after eating some.
Yes, but many foreigners don't care for it because of the strong smell. Our customers say that these dishes can only be eaten the day before the purification rite, and only between noon and 3 p.m.
That's pretty specific. Is it because the smell's too strong?
A very good guess indeed.
It is to ensure the smell is gone, but a timely cure is welcome the next day. Wow, it's really that strong? And look at the evening before the murder, an overwhelming odor was all over town. It was like a cross between garlic and mint. That's an interesting combination.
After the Feast of Blessings, Puri went over to the plaza to begin his supplication. I never thought that would be the last time I would see him.
What was Maya doing at the time?
Shortly after Puri left, he went to the temple to prepare for the rite. I don't know what she did after that.
Believes statement added to the court record. So Acolyte Zealot went out to pray the afternoon before the rite. According to the newspaper, the thick white ice that froze the ground from the inner sanctum of the plaza ocean until ice is melted. The rite can now go on as planned. We give thanks and blessing to the Holy Mother and Lady Kira Haparaki. On the day before the rite, yeah. Pray. Oh, he's prayed a lot, far more than anyone I've ever known.
And that's why his name is Praise a Lot. He was a devout young man whose face was twice as strong as the others. I don't
know why, but that's kind of intimidating to me. I thought I'd have made some progress by now, but I haven't come across any particularly insightful information even here.
You seem disappointed.
Mrs. Inme, is there anything else you could tell me?
Forgive me, but if I keep thinking about those 2 any longer... Barbed head.
Yes, I understand. Thank you for your help. I'm sorry to have troubled you.
We have paid a visit to all the people and places connected with this case. I think it's about time you prepared yourself for the inevitable, don't you?
No, we've been to literally 1 location. Okay, does Maya have any information that can be of help to us? Maya sure looks tired. I'm so sorry, Maya. I failed to defend you during that trial earlier today.
I'm sorry too, Nick. I never meant to get caught up in this whole mess. Even worse, I got you caught up in it too, and you were convicted under that stupid law. Nick, you should really withdraw from this case.
That's not how...
Maybe they'll never even give you your sentence if you do.
I can never abandon you like that. You might not believe me, but I'm going to pull off a win somehow.
It's not like I don't believe in you, it's just...
Don't worry, maybe this extra day in court is a blessing from the Holy Mother. Let's use it to our advantage. We'll turn this trial inside out and upside down. You'll see.
Okay.
You're awfully quiet, Your Benevolence.
It's only a matter of time until your executions are carried out. I simply thought I would allow you to a good talk before you depart from this world.
You're my god, you're the worst! Sorry, but we're not giving up yet, and we won't till the bitter end.
There was no need to put on a brave face. Your fates were sealed with today's verdict. Worry not of Maya Fey. Twilight Realm will cleanse the taint from that neophyte's practitioner's soul. Then perhaps the Holy Mother may finally forgive her.
Wait, was that her attempt at comforting me?
Bartek, further resistance shall come to naught. Stop your desperate struggle, accept the judgment that's been passed upon you.
Shabs doesn't know me very well.
Hold it right there, your benevolence! Why do you always have to be like that?
Maya, what do you...
What is the matter? I was simply showing some mercy upon your souls. Nick here is risking his life to defend me! And that is why I told you it will come to naught. No, it won't! Nick is just doing what lawyers are supposed to do. He's defending his client no matter what! Enough. There is no place for lawyers in the Hall of Justice. For we have the divination seance,
Of which I've proven to be incorrect twice! Please pull your head out of your ass before we have to have it surgically removed. Jesus Christ.
but your insights were wrong!
Yeah, tell her, Maya. Get her. Oh boy, that's gotta hurt.
Don't you get it? Errors are bound to happen if your insights are accepted without question. So I ask you, Royal Priestess, what is your true duty? Do the victim's souls to the Holy Mother herself wish you to judge people in error? You dare bring Holiness's name into this? You know nothing, you phony baloney.
Self-awareness. Where is it? You need to find it. Here, let's help Princess Rayfa find some self-awareness quickly. Oh my god. Please, you two, enough already. No, let's keep... Princess Rayfa needs to know how much she sucks.
Sorry, Nick, I got a little carried away. That's not really like me, huh? Ha ha ha.
No, I should be thanking you, Maya. It's good to have you in my corner.
How dare you mock me so? You will not get away with this. I was a fool to show you compassion and to think I could convince you to accept your fate. So struggle all you want in the Hall of Justice tomorrow. You will receive your just desserts, as the scorn of our kingdom is heaped upon you.
I can see straight through that contorted smile on your face, you know. She may say these terrible things, but it's just the way she was raised, I guess. Wait, is she gone? Wait, oh, wait, does that, so wait, let's move somewhere else. So if I move somewhere else, does that mean she's not gonna follow me there? Please tell me we don't have to deal with her anymore. Hello, anybody home? Oh, I think we got rid of her! Yes, we did it! We got rid of Princess Rayfa! No more! No, oh my god. Oh, she's terrible. She's so bad. She's such a terrible person. Oh my god. She's awful. She's so conceited too. She's like, my divination seances are impenetrable despite the fact that I poked so many holes in them twice. Oh my god, she's terrible. No answer, Mrs. Zimmy's probably out right now. Well, I just get what I came for. What did you... Oh, sorry, that was the sound of me beating my head against the back of my chair. Which is cushioned, by the way, don't worry. Princess Rayfa, we didn't get rid of her. This case is great. You know that? This is such a good case. I'm watching you like a warbird, Barb Ted. You better not steal anything. Never do something like that, so I'm just here to get what Maya asked for. What did Maya ask for? What did she ask for? Stop interrupting me. What did she ask for? She didn't ask, unless I missed something, I don't think she asked for anything. Does she want, maybe she wants her back, like, the only thing I can think is that maybe she wants the Steel Samurai bag back. Why is this checkmarked? Oh, is it the stuff we, oh, no, it's not. Yes, it is? So, some of the stuff is checked off, and I thought, oh, maybe it's because we checked it off in the initial investigation, but this isn't checked off, and we definitely investigated this. So, that's odd. Whatever. Okay, so is it the bag? Ah, here's Maya's bag.
What is that strange patch on her bag?
It's the Steel Samurai. He's the hero of an action hero show back in my country. Please play the theme. Yes! What did she ask you to look for? I must have just missed something. Let's see here. This must be that Tomb of Secrets that Maya was talking about. Tomb of Secrets as a tomb given only to the one who will play the role of Lady Kira in the Purification Rite.
Well, Barb Ted, are you finished now?
Hold on a second. The string around it is coming undone. Whoops. Oh.
Ah, you fool, do not lay eyes upon it. Put it away quickly before they go blind.
What? Relax, my hand just slipped.
This is the Tomb of Secrets. Are you trying to get us cursed? Lady Kira is liable to swoop down and gouge our eyes out.
Oh, right, it's supposed to Lady Kira, isn't it? Your benevolence wanted to ask you some questions? Yay, we get to talk with Princess Rayfa. Fun, fun, fun.
The book contains Lady Kira's true name.
Her true name, is it a name really that important of a secret?
To a Karanis priestess, a person's name is one of the most important things to know. Without a name, a priestess's voice will fail to reach a person's mitama. It is much like trying to send a letter without the recipient's address. A spirit can only be identified once you know the deceased's face and name. Indeed, you must know a spirit's face and true name before you can commune with it. It is the same for Karanis' most secret art, one that my mother alone may use.
The Queen has a secret art?
It is something a foreigner such as you could never hope to guess.
I should pretend this is all new to me. Besides, I get a feeling she secretly really wants to tell me about it. Okay, well, we already know about this. We don't need to hear it. Yeah, the secret art of spirit channeling. Yeah, I know. Thanks. I already know what spirit channeling is. Great. Rayfa's spiritual power. You have spiritual power. Can you channel spirits, your benevolence?
I am but the royal priestess. There is still much that I must learn. As of now, the divination seance takes me to the very limit of my ability. So
spiritual power doesn't measure up to Maya's.
You were just mocking me in your mind, weren't you?
Don't be ridiculous. I was, though. Don't worry, I was.
It's been all over your face, you impudent nincompoop. The divination dance was one of the important roles fulfilled by the queen. I told him by the time when I was little, so the queen can perform the dance of devotion. It'll be a sight to see. Someday I will be a powerful priestess and queen just like my mother. And the divination dance is a vital part of my training to prepare me for that day.
Forgive my ignorance, your benevolence.
You shall see, but it will not be long before I too master the secret art of spirit channeling. I will be a magnificent queen.
I really just want to play, want to be, like, oh, I just can't wait to be king, except instead of that, it's just can't wait to be queen. Because it feels like this is the moment where she should be breaking out into song and dance, like, oh, I just can't wait to be queen. Like, I feel like that's what should be happening right now. Now I see. Fortunately, something she really aspires to. Looks like she's actually has something in common with Maya. Don't say that, please.
There are more important things to do than sit here and talk about spirit channeling.
That's true. It doesn't have anything to do with this case, as far as I can tell. Or does it? Dun, dun, dun! The queen is a spirit medium.
Are you about to say my mother's channeling Lady Kira?
Ah, I guess she saw that one coming.
Slayers are indeed a witless breed. On the day of the ride, my mother was engaged in other duties at the palace.
Of course.
My mother's a very busy woman, and the idea itself is preposterous. Do you truly believe the Queen of Karime would personally battle the insurgents? This is precisely what makes you third-rate.
Another dead end. This is bad. Anyway, I need to continue looking for leads, so...
Over there, after him. Don't let him escape.
What is all that racket?
Hello, Pocket Internet. Nice to see you again.
What? The escaped prisoner has surfaced here in town?
Escaped prisoner? You mean that guy with the bushy beard?
There is no reason to panic. The police are on his trail.
He's no longer a suspect, but he might know something considering he was at the scene of the crime. Let's go take a look.
Wait.
May 11th, Karine Bazaar. Huff, puff. Ow, my aching back. I forgot about I injured it. Oh, ow, ow, ow. I need to do some more stretching in this next. Why does bending over cause your back to break? Hey, Albie. How you doing? Huff, puff. Hey, Albie. That's a rebel. Have you seen him? Ow, ow, ow.
Are you alright, sir?
1 second. Huff, puff. Wheeze. Have you seen that escaped prisoner around here?
Oh, that's why those police came rushing over here. I heard them saying something about an escaped prisoner disappearing in this area.
He disappeared in this area? Let me guess. He went down the manhole over there?
Bobbed head. Huff, huff. I told you to wait.
It's too dangerous for you around here. What? What? Mr. Rabel could be looking at. Why would it be any less dangerous for you than for her? Also, that fucking bird is giving me nightmares tonight. I'm calling it right now.
What's the difference is what I'd be if all it took was an escaped prisoner to frighten me?
She's free, so I'll give her that. Can't play responsible if something happens to you. I mean, you're already... as long as I'm here, though, I might as well search the area myself. Why escape prisoner? I mean... I guess going down the hole would probably be an interesting way to go about doing things. The manhole cover is open. Also, it's kind of disorienting that, like, the bird is moving and the fly's moving, but the people aren't. The manhole cover, it's open. Aw, cute dog.
Look, Nick, cute dog. Whoa, what is it, Shadow?
Did he sniff out someone or something in the manhole? I wonder. Could Shadow track Mr. Rebel if he had something to do with the rebel scent on it? I don't know. I feel like... Oh, the flags. Probably, right? Because, what's it? Brand new flag. Brand new prayer flag found. The positive ocean has some writing on it. It would make sense if this would have a scent on it. Here, Shadow, how about this? I hope it works. I think he picked up a scent. Am I borrow Shadow for a bit?
By all means.
You know, I'm heading down the manhole now. It could be dangerous, so please wait here. Wait, don't worry. I won't commit any of those misdeeds you're so worried about.
It's not what I fear. There may be vicious insurgents looking down there.
Oh, are you worried about me?
No, I was simply wondering why you would go to such lengthy investigation. After all, if you would simply withdraw from the case, they might commute your sentence. I'm doing this to prove my innocence, but how can you be so sure of the accused's innocence? She's already been found guilty.
I believe in her. If she says she's innocent, that means she's innocent. Lawyers must trust in their clients to the bitter end. That's just what we do.
You lame brain, do what you will.
I will do what I will. Well, I'm going in. Let's go, Shadow. Rough, rough.
Be careful.
Rough, rough. Wait, come back here. It's pitch black in here. I can't see a thing.
Ow, ow, ow.
What the? Is that a spider? That's a spider. Okay. What happened? I went down into the manhole and then...
Oh, you finally came to.
Ah, I remember that face anywhere. And that dragon symbol on his armband, that's the mark of the rebels. There can be no mistake. It's him. That's a rebel. Yikes.
So I'm gonna rough you back there. Thought you were the cops. Why are you making that face? Say, want an apple?
You, I thought it was gonna kill me. I'll pass on the apple, but thanks. I don't mind a good apple, but not right now. What is this place?
It's the office of my brother in arms, Dirk. But right now we're using it as a rebel safe house.
Wait, back up a sec. What kind of office is this exactly?
A law office, what else?
Really? Dirk used to be a lawyer? What?
Yep, just like you.
Karine's probably gonna be #1 as the next lawyer. Didn't see that coming. Well, I guess it makes sense, because the whole thing is rebelling against the Defense Culpability Act, right? So it would make sense, logically.
That's what's coming around here anymore.
You won't? Or you plan to flee or something?
Just want to get out of the rebel business. Tired of being hounded by the cops and all that, so I came out to pick up the last of my stuff.
Really?
I'm gonna sell Dirk the info to the Minister of Justice and send back a Karine.
Wait a second. You're a key person of interest in this case. You can't go running off like that.
Relax, Will. I'll say whatever you need to know. Oh, and sorry about punching your lights out back there, my bad. So, Mr. Lawyer Man, what do you want to know?
Tell me about the murders of the High Priest terrorist. Trust in me, and this acolyte prays a lot.
Sure, say whatever I can. I don't know if it'll be how much help, though. I mean, I'm not a rebel anymore, so
I wonder how true that really is. It probably is. Probably what happened is you left this. Where's that note? You left Mr. Note. No, where? Where's the note? Oh, the note's here. Left Mr. Notey note here that said, hey, bring me some food. Also bring me a key to something. And then you left it there for your little rebel buddies. Right? Let me guess. Okay. What can we talk to you about? The High Priest murder. Tell me everything you know about the High Priest murder.
As you know, I don't remember much about that. I think we hit it on a rock as soon as I parachuted into the inner sanctum. So when I told you I had nothing to do with this murder, I meant it.
Okay, then where were you when you came to after banging your head?
By the time I came to, it was already dawn. I must have been out cold the whole time.
So you didn't see the crime happen at all?
You got that right.
Then why didn't you say you did? Why'd you say you didn't testify?
Oh, about that, since I remember, I think I was afraid and suspicious, so I came up with the whole story.
So you even realize how much trouble this big fat lie has caused me?
Sorry for that trouble. It was definitely my bad.
He doesn't seem very sorry to me. Yeah, it seems very... So the bottom line is you were out seeing the crime but weren't involved in it. Got it. Dirk the attorney. Not Dirk the daring. So Dirk used to be a lawyer.
Yep, it was a force we reckoned with back when he was still practicing. He was a juggernaut of the law, as mighty as a dragon. He could strike terror into a prosecutor's heart just by glaring at him. People called it his dragon's glare.
The references to Dragons Earth 3D are just endless.
He even got a criminal to confess and pass out with a well-placed glare.
You gotta be kidding me.
The most mortal he would never surrender. He'd figure if ever they accuse him of hell, the odds were stacked against him.
Is that what you mean by the will of the dragon?
Yeah, that'd be it, actually. Your work in court yesterday was mighty impressive, too. You didn't give up no matter how hard a beating you took. Not like Dirk, I might add.
Oh, thanks. Even if the big part of that beating I took was because of you. Okay, that's it. Great. So, what can we look around here? It's a giant book on the table, that's for sure. Is this a law book? A dragon's mark on the cover.
That's Dirk's law book.
Really? The leader of the rebels? That's Dirk?
That's right, and the mark of the dragon is the emblem of the rebellion.
The pages in this one section are really dirty.
Must be that section in the Defense Culpability Act.
Okay. Great. Glad to know it. You must have done a ton of research on the Defense Culpability Act. You practically wore out the entire section. Will you can I examine the spider? I can't examine the spider. I'm gonna catch him when it comes back down again. Come back here, spider. Get ready to get examined. You're gonna get examined in a second here, spider. There's the spider. There's the spider. Get back here, spider. Spider. Damn it. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Oh boy! Okay then. So, who do we know who dresses in red and has those two spiky hair? And thanks to the comments, I know is the brother of the person with the color hair standing next to him. And who wears a stupid perceive bracelet. I'm speaking this sarcastically, but this is actually very interesting. So, Apollo is the son of the rebel leader. Wow, okay, that's a reveal. And I guess that makes sense, too, because we never found out who his father was. We know who his mother is, because Apollo and Trucy are half-siblings through Lamoire. And we know that Trucy's father is... Was it Zach or Valentgram, right? I think it was Zach, right? Zach's the asshole. Zach's the incompetent prick who was literally the entire reason why that last case is f***ing horrendous. Well, not the entire reason, but a large portion of the reason as to why that last case was so goddamn bad. But we never found out who Apollo's father was. Okay, so they're finally fleshing out the rest of his backstory. That's actually really nice. The question is Phoenix gonna realize that that's Apollo?
Those are Dirk's sons.
Really? So this is the rebel dork in the center doesn't look so evil? And both of his sons look kind of familiar.
But that's just Yuri.
Prosecutor Samani is Dirk's son?
Yeah, he is. Yuri was a rebel once, rebel 2 used to really affect his old man, but his father was a lawyer.
Why did he become a prosecutor?
Being a lawyer in this kingdom is the same as son and you on death warrant.
On account of the Defense Culpability Act, right?
Yeah, that's why you decided to prosecute instead. He wanted to spark a revolution from the inside, so he dove right into the enemy's den.
I would have never guessed it looking at him now. He can
Say that again. Dirk is battling to change Koran's legal system. That's the will of the dragon spurs him on. We all thought Yudi was taking at the mantle to carry on that will too, but we were sure he'd double up with Giran one day, but as you've seen, he now uses the law to do her bidding. Dirk's been beside himself.
So he no longer carries out the will of the dragon in him, huh? Wonder what happened between father and son for it to come to this. What about the other child in the photo?
That's Dirk's adopted son, but he's gone back overseas.
Dirk's adopted son. So we don't know who his father is. Okay. That's actually kind of disappointing. Because that's the one thing we never knew. We know who his mother is. Oh, wait. Wait. No, because didn't he say... They said something, right? They said some kind of... There was one... I think there was one throwaway line in that game where it was like Lamoire hooked up with one of the stage producers. Is that... Am I imagining that? There was some kind of line like that in that game, right? So I guess... okay, so I guess that would have retconned the story if that... Okay, so it makes sense for him to be his adoptive father, but... Wow, that's lucky. That... Wow, okay. So... He adopted Apollo, which makes him directly tied to the Kingdom of Khura'in and the Spirit Channeling Technique. Oh boy, this is... Wow, okay, so now it's getting interesting. It took... How long have we been going for? It took almost an hour, but it's finally getting interesting.
That's Dirk's adopted son, he's gone back overseas. His name is Apollo.
Apollo, wait a second, that bracelet, that really is Apollo. Yeah, I'm glad it took you 8,000 goddamn years to figure that out, Phoenix.
He was a rascal that one. His voice could shake the entire room. I imagine he's out there raising high hell somewhere.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I'm sure he's doing just fine. Considering how far he's come, Mr. Rebel's real description doesn't really do... That's enough. I'm done. Nope, goodbye. We're done. That's enough for today. That's enough of this game for today.
Oh, you did not just say that. You did not just say that doesn't do Apollo justice. Those words didn't just leave your mouth. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. This is oh boy.
This is something. This case is something, alright. Let me tell you. Just want to examine the stupid spider. Oh, got him! No, that was my chance! Oh wait, no, I was probably just examining this thing, right? Yeah, okay. Is that coat yours, Mr. Rebel? Okay, so it says, want to try it on? Really? Sure, it's okay, of course. It smells a little moldy. No, so no trust the guy. Yeah, that's... Oh boy.
Well, I'm gonna start packing. Who knows when they might come catch up with me if I don't scram soon.
Please, Wendy, so let me ask you something.
Go ahead, shoot.
What are you rebels trying to do? And why were you at the Inner Sanctum in the first place? Why were you at the Inner Sanctum on the day of the murder? Or more precisely, what were you trying to do there?
Just trying to escape from prison, that's all.
No, I don't believe that.
The Prime Priest is the fool for getting taken in by Dirk. You should have tried hightailing it out of Khura'in like I'm doing.
Oh, Cyclock time. 4? Alright, we've dealt with worse. Ah, Cyclocks. Mr. Rebel's hiding something, but I won't know exactly what until I can undo the locks. We probably have enough. I'm guessing we have enough.
I'm not hiding anything, no way to how.
I'll just have to use my Magatama on him then. I'll say this though, what would happen in the original trilogy is we would come across someone who has a Cyclock and we're like, alright, we can't unlock your secrets now, we'll add you to the list of things I have to come back to do later. And then, so you go off and do some more things, you uncover missions. Sometimes you even, I think there was once a case where I had
3 characters who had psych locks at the same time. We had to crack them all by the end of the investigation section. Here, it's not kind of, it's kind of like, you see someone with a psych lock, you instantly cross-examine them with a Magatama, so it's like, it's not quite the same.
Take that!
That's plan. I'm going to ask you again. Why were you with the innocent on the day of the murder? What precisely what were you trying to do there?
Keep asking about the answers to the same. Trying to see imprisonment all. That's my priest was a fool. If they're planning to this country,
How can you say such things about him? He helped you escape, didn't he? Don't you even care what happened to him?
no, I was getting out of the rebellion anyway. Should have opened his eyes. We never stood a chance against the Garen regime.
Hang on, you really believe what you're saying? Didn't the High Priest's death really hurt you on the inside?
Like I said, I could care less of the whole thing.
That's, okay. I guarantee you he left that flower there. Yep, that's what I thought. The flower.
Take that!
I heard these flowers are offered in memory of the dead here in Karine. The High Priest's death hit you hard, so you've been grieving here alone, haven't you? Well, those flowers don't mean anything.
I was supposed to admit it's just a Karane's way of saying goodbye.
Why hide the fact you're mourning his death?
You're reading too much into this. I told you I'm done with the rebellion.
If you're done with the rebellion, then why do you have what? That's not true. The flag proves you wrong because you've been in contact with this role. How do you say? The flag ties you to it because it was there and you were there. You left the flower there and it tells you to bring. You have a bunch of food on the table, so it's probably the food they want you to bring. If I was profiling the Plaza Devotion, you were invested on all the time. You felt rebels, didn't you?
Yep.
They brought this food for you requested. Yep. So you're lying about relieving the rebels. You're still involved with Dirk and the rest of them, aren't you? Are you ready to tell me the truth now?
Oh, you're gonna listen. Man, I admit I requested the grab, but I was just taking advantage of him, that's all.
What do you mean?
Well, I face busted all over the place, couldn't stay out in the open anymore. I just took advantage of my former comrades who scrubbed the place to hide. I was gonna kiss the king goodbye tomorrow.
I'm not buying it. You're absolutely lying, and just tell what they're looking at you. White Half Flames of relatives are still burned on the side of you. Then why do you still have the law book? Why do you still have the law book with the Defiant Dragon symbol on it if you don't?
Looks like I'm a lawyer, so what's it gonna do with me?
Look at the mark burned onto the covers. Mark stands for unwavering commitment to the revolution. This Dirk's wave representing the will of the dragon.
Yes, what of it?
You have that same mark on the scarf tied around your left arm, but you wouldn't be wearing that if you were no longer a rebel.
I forgot to take it out, that's all.
So no, as a wanted man, that should have been the first thing you took off. The fact you haven't hidden that mark yet proves you're still a rebel.
Think me well, but you don't know anything about me.
No, you are wrong. Again. Yeah, but you wear your heart and your beliefs right in your sleep just like me. And this is what I believe in. I wear my attorney's badge. That's all I got. When a person's back is against the wall, they always fall back on what they believe in. Just as I always have my badge, you always have the will of the dragon with you.
And would you risk your life for your beliefs?
I did that yesterday, and we're gonna do it again. So, yeah. No, what? Phoenix! You're in a kingdom where defense lawyers will receive the same punishment as their clients if they're found guilty. What do you mean you wouldn't risk your life? You did it twice, and you're gonna do it a third time in this case. No, because I wouldn't even choose my client's dead. Now admit it. You never once thought of leaving the Defiant Dragons, have you?
Look in your eyes, it's just like Dirk's. Looks like you got the will of the dragon inside of you too.
Unlock successful. Credit where it's due, this section's actually pretty interesting. From the moment that we left Princess Rayfa behind and we we're starting to, because the most interesting parts of the case have been developing the story of the Kingdom of Karine, developing the culture and the backstory and the characters and how everything works here. That's the most interesting part about all this. It's just that Princess Head stuck up her ass is sucking all the joy out of it, and the fact that Maya isn't with us is a pain. Just, I don't know, this case is all over the place.
But I think you can trust you.
I can't believe I'm that close to getting shanked here.
It's like you said, I have no intention of leaving Dirk's group. In other words, you were testing me. You're a foreigner and a lawyer who's been charged with admitting a criminal to boot. And I've seen a fair share of lawyers get pardoned after weeping at the feet of the queen.
Well, I'm gonna keep fighting until the end.
Yeah, I can see that now, so I haven't doubted you.
So what are you doing here anyway?
I can't see that you're here to get a secret hideout key from a helper.
A secret hideout?
Yeah, but I was supposed to get my next order from Dirk there. But the town's swarming with cops next to them, but nothing I can do about that.
What about the order Dirk was supposed to give you?
Gonna have to avoid that mission. Now I'm just lying low.
Hey, what on my face? I thought you'd be able to tell me something about the High Priest's murder.
So I disappoint you.
Oh, I know.
Let me make it up to you with this.
What is it?
The orb is actually a key. It opens the door to one of our secret hideouts. I can't say anything more than that. Anyway, I hope it helps.
This orb is a key?
Yep, postal hideouts in a totally unexpected location. Being that it's super secret, we couldn't have just any ordinary key.
I see. Maybe this will help me unravel the truth behind this case. Thanks.
The bunch of us your fellow brethren now is fighting the powers that be. If to help you, feel free to pick my brain a bit more.
Everyone's talking about
the turn of Lady Kira lately.
Well, my friend Maya suspected of being the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira. You wouldn't happen to know who she really is, though, would you?
It's me, but how she is, she's bushwhacked me and hauled me out to jail.
Even worse,
On top of attacking us and delivering us to the cops. She's been watching us like a hawk and framing us for different crimes.
watching you like a hawk framing you for crimes. Why would anyone go all that trouble?
Our kingdom likes to pretend that its people are free to think what they want. Because the authorities can't arrest you for just sympathizing with the rebellion, so they resort to framing people for things they didn't do.
And that Lady Kira figure is,
Yep, she's just some lick spittle work for the Garan regime.
wow. So he was talking about Lady Kira then.
Let's go. See, it's very good. So that she's never mature if you ask me.
So you're saying that a monarchy is using Lady Kira to secretly take out the rebels?
Exactly, the Garan regime is using her to control the people even down to what she think.
Why don't the people protest that the monarchy is doing things like that?
Unfortunately, we don't have any close evidence, and without that, we can't prove anything.
I know the feeling. If they bring this up in court, they probably dismiss it out of hand. If I have to unmask Lady Kira if I want to get anywhere. Goal of the revolution.
Our goal is to get rid of that evil no-good Defense Culpability Act.
I can tell just by looking at the Dirk's law book.
Today's the actors turned this kingdom into a corrupt cesspool. Where false charges are overlooked and prosecutors are only once heard in court. It's been 23 years since it was first enacted.
What happened 23 years ago to make them pass such a terrible law?
They assassinated Queen Amara, that's where it all began.
Dirk assassinated the former queen, didn't he?
It's the official line, but
Official line?
it started with completely trumped up. Dirk was firm, I'm telling you.
It was?
Plus, Dirk was a lawyer. Once the people thought a lawyer that killed the queen, they turned him against all lawyers.
And that's what he said. I was about to say, it doesn't seem right that Dirk would have, like, if he's trying to strike down the law, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for you to do something that drastic. That seems like the opposite of what you're going for.
Change the certificates of the divination seance.
They were holding a seance as a quit even before the DCAC.
You bet they were. Lawyers prosecutors used to wholly contest the incidents that came out of seances.
You mean like what I've been doing?
You're right, it's like Duke used to say, there were persistence just another piece of evidence.
Right. I see what you mean about the significance of the dimension seance changing.
Yep, the incidents came with only truth, and arguing against it was banned.
From what I've seen, Rayfa would agree with that.
This game's a shadow of it for myself. It's become a dictatorship with the royals used the fear of trumped up charges to rule.
And that's what Dirk's been rebelling against?
Yep, all we want is to live in a kingdom with a fair and impartial legal system. And there's only one way to make that come true, overthrow the current regime.
So that's the truth behind the rebels.
Well, PW, my friend, it's about time for me to get going. After all, I am the things of the Defiant Dragons. That's a rebel.
You're not going to do that alley-oop thing again, are you?
Let's just get into that. See you when I see ya. Alley-oop.
Great. Why does he have to jump like that before running off? Well, I guess we're friends now, but enough about that. I've already spent way too much time here. Phew, I finally got out of here.
Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you're okay. I was worried about you.
Shadow, what happened to him anyway?
He came out of the manhole about 5 minutes after you went in, so he wasn't much help.
You're still here?
Did you find anything of worth?
Oh, I tripped and fell down there. I must have been out cold for a while. Better keep things to myself for a while.
I figured as much.
I have to find that secret hideout Mr. Rebel was talking about. I should probably start with the places that have something to do with the High Priest. Okay, well, there's the High Priest house, but I strongly doubt that he would have put a secret entrance in there. It'd be much easier to do it in the Inner Sanctum, especially since that's where he was trying to go. May 11th, Inner Sanctum.
Bobby, you already searched it, did you not?
Oh, I just thought I'd look around again. You know, in case I missed something. Probably shouldn't tell him looking for the secret rebel hideout. We have to stay back home. Leave no stone unturned.
Oh yes, you cannot stump me, I know that one.
Actually, I don't have a clue. It's written all over your face. Okay, so what are we looking for here? Where would we even... So I'm guessing we have to find something where where the globe would fit. Or the golden orb thing. So where would it go? Oh, wait, oh! Here? It's a statue bird. Let's take a closer look at it. I bet it goes there. I bet it goes here. Hey, this is the side's missing.
What are you doing? You must not touch that for no reason.
Sorry. But that shape. I wonder.
Take that!
I knew it.
What?
She must be a little lost for words, and that doesn't happen too often.
What is this place? Explain to the once, Barbed Head.
I don't think she's ready for the full story. I don't really know much myself, but it seems to be a secret rebel hideout. If I'm shocked there's a secret door here, imagine that goes double for Rayfa.
I rebel hideout leader saying that somebody will pay for this.
Well, for now, I think I'll have a look around.
Well, you must not enter before the police.
Don't worry, I won't disturb anything. At least I'll try not to. Besides, with you watching with me, it should be fine, right? And, you see...
Fine, please stop pleading your case. I can only stand so much lawyerly drivel. But I'll be presenting all information gleaned from your efforts to the police.
Of course. Now, shall we?
I will go no further.
Oh, right. You're not supposed to come into contact with the taint of Lady Kira's battles.
Very good, Barbed-Head. I commend you for remembering.
Oh, well, thank you. Wait, why am I thanking her?
I may not be able to enter, but I will allow you no misdeeds on your part. I will blotch you like a war bat from the entrance here.
I told you I'm not going to do anything. I better hurry before she changes her mind. Okay. Well, let's go to the rebel hideout.
I believe this to be a sacred space that enshrines the source of the spring water.
That makes sense. The rebels must have converted it into a secret hideout. I wonder if that, too, was originally intended to hide and protect the sacred space.
To think those filthy rebels were scheming their schemes in this most sacred space. It is a discretion of Karanism itself. The Defiant Dragon shall pay for this.
I suppose it's only natural that she'd be upset, but the investigation must go on. I think I'll start by taking a picture of the place. Good thing I brought a camera to snap some souvenir shots.
Stop that, you must not take photos here without permission.
Rayfa is really fired up. She's sticking her head in as far as... Okay, that's a timely joke, considering that earlier I said that her head is stuck up her ass, which it is. She's so full of herself, but, you know, I guess she won't be tainted as long as she doesn't touch anything. Rebel hideout photo outs. Okay, well, the very first thing that jumps out to me is the fact that there's blood over there by the pillar. Now search every nook and cranny. Is that a reference to, Ace Attorney Investigations, where Edward says, I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Which he said like 8,000 times before the end of the game. I hope that's a reference to it. I heard you the first time. Sheesh. Okay. There's blood down here. I missed. It's right. No, right here. What's this? A blood stain? I should probably try to figure out what happened in here.
Don't tell me that if it's before the police arrive.
The police said I'm right. Emma gave me something for just. Oh right, I forgot about that. Limit on blue goes in reaction to even the tiniest traces of blood, so it can even detect where areas where blood has been wiped out. Might help us figure out what happened in here. Okay, time for science to do its thing. First, let me put these red tinted glasses on to see the luminals glow. Then I just tap wherever I want to spray some of the luminol. Okay. As areas of the blood will react for turning blue. Okay, well it would be over here somewhere. Can I? Okay. Okay, there. Tap. Spray all over the place. It's gotta be here somewhere, right? Because if the blood's right here, then presumably it would be somewhere. Oh. This is a huge blood stain. Something big must have happened here. I think an elite died. Or Grunch, maybe a jackal.
Perhaps High Priest blood flowed in there from under the Warbat statue.
There's definitely a lot of blood here, but it's impossible to say much else at this point. I'll just take a picture for now. Oh right, luminal reaction doesn't show up in photos. I was about to say, unless you put the glasses over the camera lens. Not sure how much good that's gonna cause you, or how much that's gonna help. I didn't notice what, but the blood stain looks like it was smeared away in one place. Is it because the Warbat revolving door passed over it? Rebel hideout photo updated in the court record. So I'm curious as to what the handprints are doing here. A large stone slab is shaped like a magatama. It looks rather unstable. I bet it'd tip over in an earthquake. What's that earthy grass-like smell?
It smells the moss that covers the stone.
Oh, so the shaggy green stuff is moss. Looks like some of the moss about halfway up has been disturbed. Wonder why that is. One quick cut can't hurt, right? Whoa, the slab's starting to wobble.
What's happening? What have you done to this sacred space?
Nothing. All I did was nudge it a little. I knew it looked unstable. Probably best not to touch it again. Okay, this is definitely. Can I interact with the other one? I can. So what's different between other than their size? What's different about them? So this is the water source that supplies the inner tank with spring. It flows through the channel built into the floor before heading outside.
Lady Kira uses sacred water to wash the taint of blood from her body.
It's also not red like the water in the spring. All right. Well, I want to know what this chain's useful for because it's very conspicuously placed. The statue door rotates when you pull this. Oh, okay. That's how you get out. Makes sense. Well, I think that covers about everything here. Emma! How did you get here?
Mr. Wright, you shouldn't have come in here before the police.
Sorry, but I was in a hurry and I didn't do anything I wasn't supposed to. But everyone's gonna attest to that.
It is your fault for being so slow. I expect the police— Oh, shut the hell up! Sorry. Well, Barbed-Head, have you not already seen enough?
I guess it's about time to get back to the temple and go over everything I've learned. Okay, so let's go back to Temple. Where it all started. Well, where this case and this episode started, as a matter of fact. Alright, May 11th, Temple.
Welcome back, Mr. Wright. How'd it go?
Unfortunately, I didn't find anything conclusive.
No way! I do not understand, Barbed-Head.
Why don't you understand?
Why you did not commit any misdeeds during your investigation?
Because I'm not the Phoenix that I was made out to be an Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, okay?
After all, lawyers ply their trade primarily through illicit means and methods.
What? Who told you that?
My mother, are you saying she was wrong? No, that cannot be. You must have committed some sort of misdeed right under my nose.
That was so she wasted a whole day following me around. Hello, Pocket Internet. How you doing today?
Prosecutor Salmani has need of me.
What's going on?
I must go perform a divination seance for praise a lot. It is our custom before the prosecution to review its contents before trial begins.
I see.
Third charm will be the charm.
No, it won't.
My instance will finally bring you news.
No, it won't.
And I will teach that neophyte practitioner a lesson.
No, you won't. That's 3 strikes, you're out. Looks like the Royal Priestess is back here with a vengeance. She's made a full recovery from when we started the investigation earlier today. I look forward to seeing you in court, your benevolence.
Your overconfidence will be your downfall. You will not look so confident when I am finished with you tomorrow.
I'm sure I still will. Although I wouldn't say overconfident. I'd say confident. Actually, I'm not really looking forward to seeing her tomorrow. Especially without any solid evidence. Why don't we go over everything you know so far? Alright, let's see here. Acolyte Zella was killed on the right with Lady Kira's dagger, and my fingerprints were found on it.
Doesn't sound very good.
I know, it's the very definition of being a creep without a paddle. The day before his murder, Zella enjoyed a meal with the High Priestess' wife and Maya, who probably traded the Plume Punisher thing for the steel semi wristband. Not that has any relevance to anything, but it's just something I connected in my head. I also learned about serial channeling here in Karine.
That sounds very helpful.
Oh, but I did hear something interesting. That the rebel hunting Lady Kira might be working for the Justice Minister.
What, really? Arcadia is supposed to be ruled through faith and laws. We can't allow the people to be controlled by fear and violence.
Albie, that sounds like something a rebel might say.
It does? But if that Lady Kira really is one of Minister Inga's subordinates, that would exonerate Miss Maya.
Unfortunately, I have no way of proving it in court. Well, that's too bad. Oh, I almost forgot about the secret rebel hideout we found in the Inner Sanctum. There was a bloodstain inside. But I don't know if or how it's connected to this case.
Wow, secret room at the Inner Sanctum? That would be hugely with tourists.
This kid really is an entrepreneur at heart.
What I mean is that hideout could be important to your case.
Maybe, but it's still too early to tell. Looks like I'm heading into court without any useful evidence. Yeah, what else is new?
We'll have to pray something appears during tomorrow's trial. Princess Rayfa's divination seance might be my only hope. There could be some new information in it that might help. Divination seance? But I thought it always works against the accused.
Not always. It's only now that people of Karine find it strange.
Mr. Wright, I just wanted to say good luck tomorrow.
Thanks, I can't afford to lose this next one. Is that it? I've collected all sorts of information, but I haven't even started connecting the dots. If I could do that, I might have a shot at pulling off a win. Rayfa's insights will be the deciding factor. It's a huge gamble, but it's all I got. Oh. That's actually pretty short. Short, sweet, and to the point. This game has not been up until this point. Oh. This game has not been short, sweet, or to the point up until this point, because every episode, the raw recording for every episode until this point has been upwards of 2 hours, if not more than the episode 3's raw recording file was 2.5 hours, and I do not know what the final, how long the final video is going to end up being, because at the time I'm just recording these all back to back to back, so I don't know, I don't know how long it's going to be. I'm going to have to trim it down somehow. I'll figure it out, but I mean, okay, so it doesn't make any sense that Phoenix would be allowed to investigate after being found guilty, but even let's assume that it does. Up until the point where we went down the manhole, this episode was kind of a nothing episode. But the parts where we started learning more about the rebels, about the culture of Kingdom of Karine, and all the backstory here, and the fact that apparently Apollo is the rebel leader's adopted son. The fuck. That was all good. So, you know, it's a balancing act. It's some highs, some lows. As a case, it kind of balances out, but as far as Maya's concerned, they really should have made her a part of the investigation. Like, just have her be the assistant. Have her be Phoenix's assistant. Come on, you could have done that. You could have at least done that. In fact, you know what? Let's reverse it. Let's do the opposite. What if, allow me to propose an alternate right of turnabout. Princess Rayfa is the defendant, Maya's the assistant. That, I don't know what happens in episode 5 yet. I'm assuming that's going to be the big moment where Princess Rayfa's like, wow, let's finally pull my head out of my ass and think about what I'm doing here. But I don't know that yet, so let's just disregard that. Imagine a situation, and tell me what you think of this in the comments. Imagine a situation where Princess Rayfa is a defendant, and she sees, like, kind of what happened to Edgeworth in the first game. She sees through the eyes of the defense. She sees how important defense attorneys are. And then we get another case to work together with Maya, and all the other stuff can stay the same. That could work. That could really work as a case. I'm actually, oh god, now I just want that version of this case. Like, that could have been so good. But then we know we got this instead, so whatever. Alright, well, That's it for this episode, I guess. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next hope to catch you all tomorrow for some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. Goodbye.